Welcome to my YouTube channel Turbo Ride TV. Today we're diving into a powerful and fascinating topic, USA versus Thailand. Who really has the more dangerous weapons? This is not just a battle of technology, it's a clash of innovation, strategy, and military evolution. Both nations bring something unique to the modern battlefield, and by the end of this video, you'll have a clear idea of which side holds the true edge when it comes to destructive power and tactical intelligence. So, buckle up and stay tuned till the end because what you're about to hear might surprise you. Let's start with the United States. The U.S. Army has long been recognized as the world's most technologically advanced military force. With a defense budget of over $800 billion, it's not just the size of the army that matters, it's the sheer level of sophistication. The United States focuses heavily on air superiority, precision weapons, and intelligence-driven warfare. Think of stealth fighters like the F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II, jets that can fly undetected by radar, strike with pinpoint accuracy, and dominate the skies long before enemies even realize they're there. Then there's the U.S. Navy, which operates massive aircraft carriers, each one practically a floating city with the capability to project power anywhere in the world. Add in nuclear submarines that can remain hidden beneath the ocean for months and you have a force that's built for both offense and deterrence. But it doesn't stop there. The U.S. is also pushing hard into the world of drones and AI-powered warfare. Reaper drones can carry out precision strikes from thousands of miles away, while new AI systems are being developed to analyze data, predict enemy movements, and even make split-second combat decisions. America's approach is built around one philosophy: overwhelming technological dominance. It's about ensuring that no matter the battlefield, the U.S. military has tools that are smarter, faster, and deadlier than any opponent. Now, let's shift gears to Thailand. At first glance, Thailand may not appear to be in the same league as the United States when it comes to military power. But what makes Thailand interesting is not its budget or its numbers, it's its growing self-reliance and intelligent military strategy. Under the national concept of Thailand relies on Thailand, the country has been steadily developing its own weapons and defense technologies. Instead of depending solely on imports, Thailand is investing in local manufacturing, research, and modernization of its army. Thailand's defense forces are focusing on agility, intelligence, and precision. Their approach is more about adaptability, creating systems that work specifically for their regional environment. For example, Thailand has been upgrading its tank and armored vehicle fleets, enhancing its air defense systems, and developing advanced drones for surveillance and combat support. The country's collaboration with its domestic defense industries allows for fast innovation at a lower cost, meaning that Thailand can evolve its military technology quickly without waiting for foreign suppliers. And here's where things get interesting. While the US leads with brute technological strength, Thailand is experimenting with unconventional defense strategies. They've been building cyber defense units, modern command centers, and smart defense systems that can be used effectively even with limited resources. This approach is rooted in intelligence, using strategy, data, and local innovation to create systems that punch above their weight. In other words, while the US is a giant with massive power, Thailand is like a skilled fighter who knows how to use every move efficiently. Now, when we ask the question, who has the more dangerous weapons? The answer depends on what kind of danger we're talking about. If we're talking raw destructive power, it's impossible to deny the strength of the United States. The US possesses nuclear weapons, hypersonic missiles in development, and next-generation stealth technology that gives it global dominance. Its weapons are designed not just for war but for deterrence, to make sure no country dares to attack. But if we shift the focus to intelligence, strategy, and adaptability, Thailand shows a very different kind of power. In the 21st century, wars are no longer just about who has the biggest bomb, they're about who can react faster, who can adapt better, and who can make smarter decisions. Thailand's emphasis on innovation, tactical defense, and independent production shows that it's preparing for the future, where wars may be fought with drones, data, and digital intelligence rather than massive armies. Both countries represent two sides of the same coin. The US is the face of global military technology, with systems that dominate land, sea, air, and space. Thailand, on the other hand, represents the future of localized defense, lean, smart, and flexible. It's building a model that smaller nations around the world might follow, developing homegrown technology, focusing on intelligence, and using strategy as a weapon. Imagine a scenario where both sides faced off, not in a real war, but in a test of technology. The US would bring its stealth bombers, satellites, and cyber capabilities. Thailand would counter with its drones, its rapid response systems, and its knowledge of terrain-based strategy. The result wouldn't just depend on who had the bigger gun, it would depend on who used their tools smarter. The world today is shifting. Warfare is becoming more digital, more data-driven, and less about the number of tanks or missiles. Artificial intelligence, robotics, and unmanned vehicles are redefining how power is measured. That's why both nations are valuable examples. The US shows how far technology can go when you have the resources, while Thailand shows how innovation and intelligence can bridge the gap. So, who has the more dangerous weapons? The truth is, danger doesn't only come from firepower, it comes from innovation, strategy, and determination. The United States may have unmatched destructive power, but Thailand is building a future where brains might beat brawn. The most dangerous weapon in any war is not always the missile or the bomb, it's the mind that controls it. If you enjoyed this deep look into the world of modern military power, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to Turbo Ride TV, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next breakdown of the world's most fascinating technologies and defense systems. Comment below and tell us, who do you think truly has the edge? The technological might of the US or the rising intelligence of Thailand? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, right here on Turbo Ride TV.